So do you ever ask yourself questions like, how could you be so stupid? Or what the hell were you thinking? When we ask ourselves these questions, we do so with an assumption in play, right? When we say, what were you thinking? The assumption is that either we weren't thinking or that we were thinking poorly. Now, when we let that question just hang there, then we begin to buy into that belief, right? And your brain is listening. And when we ask those rhetorical questions, we only serve to reinforce those assumptions. Now, reinforcing that assumption means that anytime we make a mistake or experience an unfavorable outcome, we make space for our harsh inner critic to have a voice. And I don't know about you, but I've never been effective at criticizing myself into a mistake-free life. But I have learned how to overcome this scenario, and it's simple. Answer the question. If I ask myself what the hell I was thinking, I actually stop and I approach the question with kindness and with curiosity. Now, this has been a practice of mine for almost a year now, and it would be impossible for me to effectively communicate the degree to which this has brought peace to my internal world. I feel safe making mistakes. I feel safe when something turns out less than perfect. And I don't walk around terrified that I'm going to be shamed by that managing voice in my head that's trying to keep me from screwing up, but going about it the wrong way. And in my answers, I never talk to myself in a way that I wouldn't talk to a 5-year-old. So when I frantically leave the house and I get into my truck to go somewhere and I realize that I left my keys inside, I may ask the question, why can't you remember anything? And then I can challenge that assumption. I can say, I remember a lot of things, but I do forget some things, and that doesn't make me bad. It just means I have a lot on my mind. So don't let those negative questions hang there in your mind. Answer them, but do it generously and with kindness and with compassion, because you deserve to be spoken to with respect, especially if you're talking to yourself. Hope that helps.